Hi, VencoreWeather.com meteorologist Paul Dorian here on Friday, January 5th. Well, in the wake of yesterday's intense Western Atlantic storm, we have strong winds today and very cold conditions. It'll remain this way for the next 36 hours or so. Dangerous sub-zero wind chills today, tonight, tomorrow, into tomorrow night with wind gusts up to 40 miles per hour or so. It'll probably reach a peak in terms of the intensity of the cold later tomorrow night into early Sunday. There could even be some widespread record low temperatures Saturday night, early Sunday morning. Expect some record low temperatures as well on Saturday morning, but Sunday morning could really see many areas near zero, perhaps even below zero. Even in the suburban areas of the I-95 corridor, there could be some 0-degree readings, and record cold, again, very likely come early Sunday morning. Well, yesterday's storm intensified tremendously in a 24-hour period, dropping more than 50 millibars or so in the 24-hour period leading into the day yesterday. Not unprecedented. This has happened before. It's kind of rare, but it's certainly not unprecedented. For example, in January of 1989, there was a similar kind of explosive development of a coastal storm. In January 1978, there was a storm that moved up into the Ohio Valley, and its central pressure dropped tremendously as well in a 24-hour period on the level of yesterday's storm. I remember that one quite well. I was at State College at Penn State and quite upset because we were in the warm sector, on the warm side of the storm, at least initially. Again, that one went over the Ohio Valley, right through the heart of Ohio. And intensification inland like that is perhaps even more impressive than out over the water. Certainly the relatively warm Gulf Stream helped to boost the intensification of yesterday's storm, whereas in January of 1978, that intensification occurred inland. Well, here's at least a first look at the snowfall totals from the major storm yesterday. And in some areas it was very difficult to measure because of the wind blowing so hard, but basically confined to the coastal region was a foot or more. And not surprisingly, the storm being well off the coast, it dropped off quite rapidly in terms of snowfall accumulation as you moved inland. About an inch or so in and around the D.C. metro region, 4 inches or so in and around Philadelphia, 10 inches approximately in New York City, and a foot, a little bit more than a foot in Boston, certainly a foot to as much as 18 inches along the Jersey coastline and down along the eastern part of the Delmarva Peninsula. Maine, of course, took the brunt of this storm as it continued to intensify all the way up the western part of the Atlantic Ocean. And in its wake, a very strong pressure gradient between that departing low pressure system and high pressure system over the middle part of the country, and a brand new Arctic air mass that again will probably bottom out tomorrow night, early Sunday morning in terms of the coldest time period over the next 48 hours. Could even be some widespread record lows by early Sunday morning, and expect many record lows tomorrow morning as well. Well, one great website where you can get a handle on the record lows that are set is called coolweather.com, COOLWX.com. This happens to be for 10 o'clock this morning, so it's rather late in the morning to look at record lows, but here's what we're seeing right now. All these areas represented by light blue or dark blue represent areas that are near record lows or actually at record lows. Again, this is for the last hour, 10 o'clock in the morning. This will certainly repeat tomorrow morning, and I expect even more so on early Sunday morning. So coolweather.com is a site where you can take a look at the widespread nature of the record lows that I expect, especially Saturday night, early Sunday morning with this intense cold air outbreak. Well, let's take a look at the 12Z NAM computer forecast model. It's just come in. It's the 12-kilometer version of the NAM, and we'll walk through in hourly increments. Eventually it turns into 3 hourly increments over the next 84 hours. Again, right now we have this departing storm system still very, very strong northeast of Maine, and these black lines here represent lines of pressure, isobars, and when there's so many lines together, kind of a tight pressure gradient here, that's when you have your real strong winds. And we'll see this continues right through Saturday. Again, Saturday night should see the relaxation of the winds as high pressure edges towards the mid-Atlantic region. And with those winds dying down and fresh snow cover, could very well be the coldest of the next 48 hours or so. Late Saturday night, early Sunday morning, perhaps even 0 degrees even in the suburban areas of the I-95 corridor, and perhaps many record lows. Just let's keep moving forward here in hourly increments through the day today. Continuation of that tight pressure gradient, high pressure to the northwest, low pressure to the northeast, and we're stuck in the middle here with very strong pressure gradient. Winds will gust up to 40 miles per hour or so throughout the day today. Continued very windy tonight. We are now in the middle part of tonight. Still lots of isobars showing up here. These black lines. Northwest winds will continue to gust tonight. Now here we are now into Saturday morning time frame. High pressure starting to edge over the Midwest, and until that moves over the Mid-Atlantic region, we'll continue to experience strong wind gusts and dangerous wind chill values during the day on Saturday. Here we are Saturday afternoon. Dry, by the way, despite plenty of sunshine. Very, very cold in the northeastern part of the country. And here we go. By tomorrow night, this high pressure system starts to edge in. We'll see finally a relaxation of this pressure gradient over the I-95 corridor, so that by the time we're into late tomorrow night, early Sunday morning, the winds will have died down. And again, with fresh snow cover, this will set the stage for perhaps the coldest time over the next 48 hours in this intense cold time period will be late Saturday night, early Sunday morning. Again, some areas will see 0 degrees, some areas below 0. Widespread record lows possible in the Mid-Atlantic region, northeast U.S., early Sunday morning. Let's keep moving forward now. That high pressure moves off the coast. Now here we are Sunday night time frame here. Sunday, still a very cold day, maybe highs near 20. Not quite as outrageously cold as the next 2 days. But then we have this area of precipitation headed towards the I-95 corridor. On Monday, we very well should get above freezing for the first time in a long time in many I-95 corridor locations. And at the same time, this precipitation area, which will not be a heavy precipitation event, but there may be some light mixed, wintry mix. Rain, sleet, freezing rain, snow possible Monday into Monday night time frame. And this is the forecast map for Monday night. Again, not a heavy precipitation event, but it doesn't take much icing to cause some problems. We'll monitor that over the next couple of days. Well, let's wrap up by looking at the 12Z NAM temperature output for the next 48 hours or so, and we'll see how these predicted temperatures by the NAM model indeed look like. Could even see some below 0 readings by early Sunday morning in parts of the I-95 corridor here. Let's just keep moving forward throughout the day today. This is the hourly increments here. By the way, these maps available from tropicaltidbits.com. 11 degrees here in Chester County of Pennsylvania, for example. Let's keep moving forward here. Now this is the early to middle part of the afternoon. Again, all we'll do today is mid to upper teens at best in much of the I-95 corridor, with those 35, 40 mile per hour wind gusts producing sub-zero wind chills. Then by tomorrow, this is Friday evening, notice temperatures already dropping here, and certainly single digits are very likely throughout much of the suburban areas, including the big cities actually, late tonight, early tomorrow morning. Very well could be some record low temperatures tomorrow morning, perhaps even more widespread by Sunday morning here. Now we have late tonight seeing 3 degrees here in Chester County, and then here we are now, early tomorrow morning. Look at these temperatures here, right along the I-95 corridor. 2 degrees in this Chester County area, single digits all the way down to D.C. And again, we now have fresh snow cover. Let's keep moving forward. Tomorrow, even colder air temperatures than today. The winds still strong throughout the day. Tomorrow, this is now, let's go to about midday tomorrow. Look at these temperatures here. Not even reaching the teens in many parts of the I-95 corridor. Again, with the continuation of those very strong winds here now by tomorrow night. Temperatures already in single digits across much of the suburban areas in the I-95 corridor. Now we jump to 3-hour increments, and here we go by early Sunday morning. Just look at these temperatures here. -3 degrees here in southern Chester County, 3 degrees just to the north of D.C. Again, very well could be a widespread record-breaking cold air mass as of Sunday morning. Again, that could be the worst of the next 48 hours, given the fact that the winds will die down Saturday night into Sunday morning as that high pressure edges in. So intense cold for the next 48 hours, perhaps bottoming out early Sunday morning with widespread record temperatures in and around the 0-degree mark in many areas in the I-95 corridor. Very cold. Dangerous cold wind chill values also for the next 36 hours or so. Sub-zero throughout the day today, throughout the night tonight, and throughout the day again tomorrow. Sub-zero wind chills. A light wintry mix possible later Monday into Monday night. That's it for now. For VencoreWeather.com, I'm meteorologist Paul Dorian.